Somehow, I have the feeling I'm going to really love this. Hi, everybody. Today I'll be taking a look at the Get It Together with Sarah Scribbles 16-month weekly monthly planner by Sarah Anderson. On a recent live stream, I asked for recommendations for planners I haven't reviewed before, and this was one that came up by several people. So I was excited to order it and take a look at it, and already looking at it, I'm like, God damn it, this is adorable. Even if I don't use this, I might want to use this. Know what I'm saying? Sarah Anderson is a cartoonist and artist. If you haven't seen her artwork before, I 10 out of 10 recommend. It's pretty funny. You probably recognize the style here because her stuff shows up in all sorts of places. This is not the first planner she's come out with, but this is the most recent one. I got it on Amazon. It was $16.99, which is a great price for a little planner. It's 7x9 with a wire O binding, my least favorite binding in the universe, but for $16.99, I'm not going to bitch too much. It comes with stickers. It says that the paper in it is FSC certified, which even though I love to talk about paper, I had no idea what that meant. So I went and I looked. Basically what it means is that everything that is paper or paper related in this planner is recycled. You can say you've used recycled paper, but you don't have to be able to verify that claim. But this is like the extra touch that means so much in terms of verifying that, in fact, this is recycled. The ink is soy-based ink. So if that really matters to you, it's good to know about this planner. One other thing to mention is that it is a 7x9 size. It has kind of the A5 size to it. Like the pages look about the same size as an Erin Condren. It feels a little smaller to me though, I'm not gonna lie. But it doesn't feel small enough for me to measure it. I will put it next to my B5 bullet journal, about the same width, but shorter. So if you care, now you know. So let's take a look at it. This cover is like a coated cardstock, and it has the illustrations on it, September 2021 through December 2022. It's a 16-month weekly monthly planner. And this first sheet is the stickers. They're like a shiny kind of plasticky sticker, which is not my favorite, but I don't even give a shit because they're fucking hilarious. These are not the kinds of stickers I would use in a planner, but like this dumpster fire one, this like uterus looking one, hell yeah, I would use the shit out of these even though they're not very practical for my style of planning. You definitely would need to write on these with a Sharpie or something, and even then I would imagine it would take some time to dry. On Amazon, there wasn't any information on like the weight of the paper, but it feels pretty thick. Like it actually feels pretty substantial. Here's like the title page. And much like a lot of other planners you can get off of Amazon that are produced either by Amazon or whatever, it's sold like a book. And this is kind of like a book title page. It's basically a repeat of what's on the cover with the publishing watermark. And then on the back here is all of the book legal information, again, going to the whole book situation. So this is the 2022 calendar. Very kind of a bright, mustardy, almost yellow Sunday start on this calendar, and it goes all the way through next year. And it looks like this calendar has all of the months in the front and then the weeks following. So the months, this is not neutral. This is like not even close to neutral, but that's okay. Amazon says this has official world holidays. So I select Australia and New Zealand Father's Day. Here's Rosh Hashanah, Labor Day for US and Canada, UN International Day of Peace. It does not have, it's got the equinox, it's got the moon cycles in it, United Nation Day, it's got a bank holiday for Ireland. And then up in the corner are just little illustrations. The one in October is kind of spooky. The one in September is flipping a fried egg. I don't think that has anything to do with September, but that's totally fine. And then it has like a notes and stuff section to take up any of these extra spaces. This is not a very robust monthly calendar. If you were going to use this to like track your life, I would suggest a very fine tipped pen, but it is fucking adorable. I see Kwanzaa, I see Diwali, there's Ramadan. If you're going to include holidays, this feels like it's trying to be as inclusive as possible, and I think that's pretty cool. We've got November, December, January, sushi, February, March, April, May, June, July, August. And it looks like she's not repeating the same illustrations on the months that repeat. So now we get to August. Wait a minute. Wait just a minute here. I think the illustrations on the top here have to do with the month, because she was flipping the fried egg, and then there's fried eggs here, and then there's a skull for October 21, and here's skulls for October. And so I want to look into the October this year candy, like the picture. That's cool. So that's a fun little detail, is that the illustration from the month repeats on the weekly with like a bit of fun. So if you aren't going to have a neutral planner, if you want a planner that already has some decoration, this is a cute way to do it. Like, I like this. This is, if I'm going to have like random bullshit in my planner, this is my speed of random bullshit. Here's the weekly view. It's basically like a week on kind of one-ish pages with a little bit of extra space here. You have your week. It's a Monday start. The monthly calendars are a Sunday start. I know some of you really care about that. There's a little space to write something underneath each day. If there's holidays there, that fills up a little bit of that space, but there is space. And then there's 3 columns: appointments and miscellaneous, stuff to do, and my social life. That is making some assumptions, but hey, you could probably also use covers for like a point. You could like put something here like to-do list and my kid or whatever. You could use little like strips from sticker shops to cover that up if you wanted to. And then there's a notes and stuff section with a couple of calendars. It looks like it's the months that are represented on the week. Still don't, I know some people use these. I don't really get it, but whatever. The color of all of the lines is like matched to the color of the month, except for the dots that divide the sections up. Those are in black. And you've got the little illustration person from the monthly spread on here. And then there's a comic. You get a comic, a different comic every week. This one is talking about making the same quesadilla every single, I understand this, I feel this. Every single week you get a fresh comic, and how much note space you get is dependent on how big the comic is, it looks like, because you get a much bigger comic, a much bigger note section here, because you have a much smaller comic. So we get to October, we've switched to this flavor, November, December, I love the little skier, that's so cute. January with a little flying sushi everywhere. I'd buy washi tape of this, I'm not gonna lie. February, March, April, May, my favorite one so far in terms of cuteness because I love flowers and I love green. June with peaches, also very cute. This is a really cute planner. July, August with Pizzazz, got another September, and it's actually a different color scheme because this is a brown September, this is a bright green September. October, November with Bubble Bath, and then we have December with cookies. The planner ends on January 1st, and then there is a spread with 12 months for 2023 planning, a 2021 and a 2023 perpetual, like year-long calendar, and then you have some notes pages, which are yellow, and they all have different kind of tops, like things on the tops. These two say notes, goals, ideas, remember, thoughts, dreams, contacts, favorites, stuff, memories, and miscellaneous. And the cool thing is, and I appreciate this, even like the contacts pages, they're just blind pages. So if you don't want a contacts page, you don't have to use it for a contacts page. This makes me think of some planner companies where they give you so many specific things in the planner and you're not going to use them all, so the pages are wasted. I will say the yellow that she uses is like the general color, is not my favorite, but it is very fitting for the planner. And then at the end, you have the greatest pocket I have ever seen with eggs and bacon. And the pocket is like, it's folded and glued. It seems fairly okay, but if you put too much pressure on it, it looks like it's going to tear, so I'd be careful. And then you have the back of the planner. Now, I will say, this wire O binding is pretty fucking flimsy. The pocket is fairly flimsy. The stickers are not the greatest, but at the same time, the paper is really thick for a $16.99 planner. So I'm not going to judge harshly the quality of these things when you're not paying for the quality, but at the same point, if you're going to buy this, I would make the comment that while the paper is really nice, the way it's put together does have a bit of a like flimsy feel. So that is something to watch out for, especially for a planner that's supposed to last for 16 months. Now let's give this paper a test because it is actually thick. It, like it says, it doesn't really say, but it has the feel of like a good 32-pound like printer paper. So I've got for my pen test a Pentel Energel Clenna gel pen, a Faber-Castell Pitt Artist Pen fine liner, a Tombow dual brush marker, a mild liner highlighter, and then a Zig clean color dot pen. That's actually really great. There's no bleeding, little bit of shadow with the Tombow and dot pen, but very little. There's a little bit of ridging with the gel pen. I'm heavy-handed, but the paper is actually really nice. It has a slight tooth to it. It's not perfectly smooth, but it's also not like super textured. So what do I think of this planner? I think it's fucking adorable, and I kind of want to keep it around just to read the comics, kind of like the Adam J. Kurtz planner. I want to just be able to read his snarky shit on every single page. This is something I would kind of keep around just to, like, I miss sex, right? The thing I did so often. Like, these comics are, like, delightful. I don't know if I'm going to use it. I don't know if I'm going to give it away either. This might actually be something that is a Christmas present to somebody in my family. I can think of multiple family members who would enjoy this. So I don't know yet. But if you're interested in it, it is pretty inexpensive. So for a planner that has paper of this quality, honestly, I might just see if I get someone to coil bind it and get rid of this bind to make it a little bit more sturdy. But in general, though, for $16.99, this is adorable. I'd love to hear your thoughts on it in the comments below, as well as any other planners you'd like me to take a look at. I'm going to try to avoid to look at too many planners that I've seen before, and I want to try and find other ones I haven't looked at, although some of them, like the Moxie Life, which is making some changes this year, I would like to take a look at. I don't plan on doing a shit ton of reviews. I'm trying to pick and choose the ones that are the most interesting to me. That's why this one popped right up on my radar when people mentioned it, because this is really freaking cute, but I don't know. I'm very over the whole consumerism thing right now, but at the same time as I'm like, I'll buy more shit. So who knows? Let me know planners you think I might be interested in, planners that other people might be interested in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already. And until next time, friends, peace.